Welcome to the S.U.P.R.E.M.E System. Please enter your password. Welcome back, the S.U.P.R.E.M.E. What would you like to do? Accessing documents. Would you like for me to read them for you? Okay. I will read all available documents that you have saved. Let us start with document number 1, dated on August 24, 1985.
Today was the beginning of a new journey as we got ourselves 2 new patients into the Techno-Labs today. Their names are Opal and Cain. Opal is only 7 years old, while Cain is only 4 years old. They both are sisters, related by blood, and while that would seem like a good thing, it isn't, as it means it'll be much harder to split them apart into their own separate rooms. I might have to tell the surgeons to prepare a special case of hallucinogenic blood cells for transferring into their bloodstreams before we send them to their rooms, as that should trick them into thinking that they're still in their home. For now, we even have given them specific numbers to separate them from the rest. Opal will be referred to as patient 00315 and Cain will be referred to as patient 12378. I have a feeling they will have a strong future. I am sure of it. This entry was written by the hunter on August 24, 1985. It is the start of a new year. The patients have been doing well. Well, at least patient 12378 has been doing well. Patient 00315 has tried to rebel against the system and has attempted to escape on several occasions. I am certain we will have to take more serious measures to prevent her from escaping. I know it may be considered torture, but I'm thinking about telling the surgeons to immediately send her to the operation room and give her more of the hallucinogenic blood cells as a form of rehabilitation. As her father, I do not wish to do this, but I don't seem as if I have much choice. She has to learn to stay in the line or she will end up like the others. Dead. Forgotten. A form of the beating heart. Her sister is much more respectful and is more obedient than she will ever be. I hate to say this, but patient 00315 has the highest chance to be a failure. She may never find love, but I think that is for the best. After all, who would ever love her? Just like her mother, it's best that she gets kicked to the curb and left to die. This has been The Hunter on January 14, 1986. We have gained another patient. This one was found at the local Reynolds playground, who was abandoned by his parents. His name is Glenn Drivers. He is 12 years old. However, we are not ready for him just yet, so we have put him in a thorough sleep chamber. However, we do not know when he was born exactly, so we have to give him a fake birthday, which we all have agreed would be February 30th, 1997. We know that this date does not exist. However, if the patient asks, we can just lie to them. It is pretty simple, to say the least. We can just lie, like we always do. That is one of the things we're best at doing, after all. Cain has passed away this morning. By natural deduction, that has left me in charge. He said he would return one day in a new form, yet I don't know what he meant by that. I found his journals talking about something known as transferring souls into a digital form, but I can't make heads or tails of it. Apart from the Forefather to talk to, the only people left here are the patients. The rest of the Markmasters killed themselves after hearing the news of his death. I'm now left to run things without my father to help me. However, there is a smart kid in the bunch named Jonathan Marksman the Third. I think he deserves a promotion from being a patient to being my right-hand man. After all, I could teach him a thing or two about how this world really works. Today is the day that we let Clem's drivers out of the thorough sleep chamber and give him the official patient name of Patient GD097. He will be placing him in room 00003 as Patient 00003, who originally occupied that room, was found dead this morning with a rope around their neck and multiple cuts on both of their arms. We also had to rehabilitate Patient 00315 yet again today, as she went above the extreme this time and killed 3 of the guards in her attempt to escape the Techno-Labs. Guard number 1 had both of his arms torn off by the gears that open and close the doors to the rooms that the patients are held in. Guard number 2 was decapitated by her own sword that Patient 00315 got her hands on. Finally, guard number 3 was just simply choked to death. Luckily, we were able to clean up the body so that way no one else in the Techno-Labs will know what happened and panic. The last thing we need is for the other patients to start panicking or worse. Retelling. I chuckle to myself anytime I witness Patient 00315 try and escape, because I remember that her and I are related by blood. She is my sister. I still do not know how I managed to come from a family with a rebellious older sister and a father who is the most loyal leader I have ever seen. This has been another entry from the Supreme. May the powerful rule.
Welcome to
log entry number 345.
John, right?
Close your eyes.
Oh, do not worry. She won't feel a thing.
Thank you and may the powerful rule.
That woman really is a piece of work.
My name? It's not important right now.
Why are you hiding in this dusty old closet?
Today, Patient 00315 decided to get a little more rebellious than usual. After finding out the truth about the place she lives in, she is determined to escape and is even trying to find ways to do so. Rehabilitation will not do anything as she now knows that trick. I think it is finally time that she meets the beating heart himself. After all, he could possibly rehabilitate her. Or, even better, shape her into the perfect patient. Because after what happened with Clem's drivers, also known as Patient GD097, these patients need a good example of what it is like to obey the Markmasters. Except, we cannot repeat Clem's track record because once he discovered the Forefather, that is when he started to rebel against the system and found himself as a target for the firing squad and the fresh meat for the surgeons to put into the acid tanks. I am not the biggest fan of Patient 00315, but I do believe doing that to her is a bit much. I know she has requested about having a television set put in her room, and I do believe that is how we can have the Forefather communicate with her when the time is right. Soon, patient 00315 will learn what it means to bow down to a leader that is far beyond her power. Yes, this will be perfect. This has been another entry from the Supreme. Thank you for reading and may the powerful rule.
The love grows cold on a sleepless night as the storm blows on out of control. Deep in the heart, the thunder rolls. She's waiting by the window into the drive. She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. All the wind and rain, strange new perfume
Are you really surprised that they would have to awaken me at some point? All because of...
Opal, why are you hiding in this dusty old closet?
Oh, do not worry. She won't feel a thing.
Besides, if you don't fit in here, I hear there's a great garbage truck job just not far from here.
She should always learn to never.
Stare down the barrel of the gun.
But of course, it was only a matter of time before she did. So...
Eventually, and inevitably.
Oh, what are you asking yourself?
My name?
Well, I feel as if you should already know. But in the end, it all comes down to one simple fact.
That woman really is a piece of work.
I'm sure she'll be swimming up the Delaware River in a casket soon enough if she can learn to obey the rules of the...
Simulation complete.
This has been Glenn Archer, news broadcaster of Channel 178-9, Yeller.
learned his lesson. So she should do the same.
Thank you and may the powerful rule.